Okay everyone, it's time for the weekly meal plan episode. If you're new, in this episode each week I share with you what I have on my meal plan for my family for the upcoming week. I think it's really important to have a meal plan because it saves you time in trying to figure out what you're going to have for dinner each day. It saves you money in your groceries so that you can just purchase exactly what you need for the meals, and it just makes life a lot easier. So this is the reason why I share this. My thought is that either if someone wants to actually follow along and make the meals, that would be great. But I don't necessarily expect that everyone likes the same meals that my family likes. So maybe it'll just give you some ideas for some things that you might want to make that you haven't made in a while, or maybe just give you some motivation to put your meal plan together. So this meal plan is pretty much always just dinners. We don't really plan for lunches or breakfast. For lunches, we usually just do like frozen pizza or leftovers or sandwiches or things like that. We just kind of fill in with stuff. So I only plan the meals. I start the meal plan on Saturday, so it runs from Saturday through Friday. And the reason I do that is because I shop on Thursday, so I give myself a one-day cushion. Like say for example, if for some reason one week I can't get to the grocery store until Friday, I've already purchased what I needed for that Friday meal the week before. So that's why I do it that way. So, I also will share where I got these recipes from for any recipes that have an actual website, and I also do post them on my podcast Facebook page. So this week starts with Saturday, October 10th. So on the meal plan for Saturday is the best Instant Pot pork tenderloin. That is from thekitchen.com. It's thekitchen.com. And it's just a really simple way to make pork tenderloin in the Instant Pot. So we're doing that with Easy Rice Bake Casserole, which is from foodnetwork.com. That's like a rice bake that's kind of like, it's like rice, spinach, egg, cheese. It's kind of like a substantial kind of a rice casserole. And that goes really good with the pork tenderloin, and it works out good too because my daughter, who doesn't eat meat, will eat that as kind of like one of her main parts of the meal. And then I'm also just going to do frozen vegetables on the side. Nothing in particular, just whatever frozen vegetables I happen to have in the freezer. I usually have like at least a handful of different like the steam fresh type vegetables that you could just throw in the microwave real quick. So that's for Saturday. Sunday, we are doing World's Best Lasagna. That's from allrecipes.com. And it's just like your typical, lasagna, like with meat, cheese, sauce. And then I'm just doing a salad on the side with that. Okay, I forgot to mention too, this isn't majorly important, but just wanted to throw this out there because lasagna is like a newer recipe. I haven't made that in a while. It's not newer, it's newer to this like season. As we're getting into the fall now, I'll start making more things like that I don't normally make in the summer. But I did mean to mention that I do this meal plan on a rotating system, so I kind of have in mind already like each meal that I make when it's going to repeat again. That way as soon as I have it, I can go forward however long in the future. The example I usually always give is every other Monday we have hamburgers. So as soon as we have hamburgers, I go 2 weeks ahead in the meal plan and I put that on in 2 weeks from now. So by the time I get to that week in the future, a lot of times the meal plan's already completely filled in because I've been placing things in the future slots. I don't do that with everything. Sometimes if I feel like we're having something too frequently, I'll spread it out further and then I'll just kind of fill in the gaps with something else, but it just makes for really simple meal planning. So, okay, back to the meal plan. So then we have Monday, which happens to be that hamburger night. So we're doing hamburgers. Really no recipe for that, just like regular, I just get ground beef and make hamburger patties out of them. And then we're doing also homemade black bean veggie burgers, which are from allrecipes.com. That's for my daughter who doesn't eat meat. And then we're doing oven fresh seasoned potato wedges, which is also from allrecipes.com. They're just like, it's super easy. You take a potato, you cut it into 8 like wedges. You do it for a few potatoes, you know, and then you put it in a Ziploc baggie and you shake it up with like olive oil, Parmesan cheese, and like, I think it's like garlic powder, onion powder type thing. And then you just bake them in the oven. They come out really good, and it goes really good as a side with the hamburgers. And then we're just doing a can of pork and beans. So that's Monday. On Tuesday, we're doing Chipotle night, which is like my, it's kind of like a copycat, not copycat. It's like, I guess as you could call it copycat, but it's not really. It's not like I'm doing a copycat recipe. It's more just like my own home version of Chipotle, where I'll do like brown rice, and I'll do like black beans and cheese and chicken under the broiler, and you know, all that kind of stuff that you would build like a Chipotle bowl with. So that's on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we're doing mushroom pork chops. Oh, I forgot to, oh, never mind. I was going to say I forgot to say where that recipe's from, but there's no recipe for that Chipotle. Wednesday, October 14th, we're doing mushroom pork chops, which are from allrecipes.com. This is just like a simple pork chop recipe that has, it's just like, I use bone-in pork chops because it seems like it comes out better for this because they're kind of sauteed in the frying pan. And fresh mushrooms and cream of mushroom soup that you make kind of like a gravy with. It comes out, it's really simple. It comes out really good. We really liked them last time I made those. And then on the side, we're doing vegetarian tater tot casserole from allrecipes.com. And this is like a tater tot casserole. It's basically like tater tots, sour cream, cheddar cheese, and cream of mushroom soup. So it kind of all ties in good with the cream of mushroom in the pork chops. And my daughter, who doesn't eat meat, can eat this. And I know, not a real healthy dinner for that night, but whatever. Once in a while, it's okay. And then we're going to do frozen vegetables again, just like some type of steam fresh, whatever I might have in the freezer. Then Thursday, we're doing breakfast for dinner. So we're doing scrambled eggs, home fried potatoes. What I actually just do for that is I take potatoes and peppers and onions and chop them up and toss them with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper and throw them in the air fryer. So we just have kind of like diced potatoes, peppers, and onions on the side with the scrambled eggs. And then I'm also doing the turkey bacon in the oven, which is just baking turkey bacon in the oven. You put it in the oven on 400 degrees for 10 minutes, flip it over, do another 10 minutes. Comes out perfectly crispy and easy to do. So that's like my favorite new way to make it. And then Friday is the last meal of the week for the meal plan. And for Friday, we're doing bacon wrapped barbecue shrimp, which is from allrecipes.com. We're also going to do broiled scallops, which is also from allrecipes.com. And then we're going to do fried rice. So this is the Instant Pot fried rice recipe that I have, and it's from mydaintysoulcurry.com. My Dainty Soul Curry, CURRY.com. It's an Instant Pot fried rice, but I believe it also has a recipe to make it on the stovetop too. And it's a good simple fried rice. I think it goes really good with the seafood, like kind of like for a side dish with the bacon wrapped shrimp. And the broiled scallops we're just making because I have another half a bag of those. I don't normally buy broiled scallop. I don't normally buy scallops because they're super expensive. But my husband really likes them, so I bought a bag a couple weeks ago, and we did like half the bag one night, and then I'm going to use the other half a bag to make that to go with the shrimp on Friday. The one thing that I always mention when I do make this barbecue shrimp bacon wrapped barbecue shrimp is what I started doing is I just lay the shrimp out over the pan, like over the sheet, the baking sheet, and then I just take the bacon and cut it up in like little like pieces, I guess, and just kind of lay it over top of the shrimp and then throw it in the oven like that. I don't actually sit there wrapping each shrimp, and it comes out just as good, and makes it so much easier to do. So that's it. That is this week's meal plan. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any suggestions or anything, if you'd like to reach out to me with any episode suggestions or feedback on the format, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at facebook.com/LolaSFrugalLife. You can send a message there or post to the page. You can also join our private listeners group if you're interested, which is at facebook.com/groups/LolaSFrugalLife. You can submit a request to join, and I check it usually every day, so you'll get approved pretty quickly. We do have a really nice group of people forming there, so I would love to have you. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you like this show, and if you would be nice enough to leave a review, that would be super much appreciated. It's supposed to really help with the show being found by others in the search results and things like that. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a really awesome day.